Oh, yeah. Nobody wears a mask. Got treat from your food, guys. Grace told me, Mom, I quit being, I'm not doing it. I saw on her thing, she had a 0 out of 160. She's never made it official. I don't know, I thought you. I'm wondering if you were going to I don't know. As far as I know, they are. I think a lot of things. Taking pictures of that. What do you mean? You want to put your hood up? I got plans for you girls next weekend.
Thank you.
Good evening and welcome to Homecoming 2020. It has been a most unusual year, but we are proud to keep the traditions that we can. I would like to begin tonight's ceremony, welcome you to Lancer Stadium. A big thank you goes out to Mr. Christopher Schneider and his award-winning Lancer Marching Band, and to Mrs. Joanne Beanick and her award-winning cheer squad, as well as the administration and the Deer Lake School Board, our athletic director, Mr. Charles Belisario, for making this all possible. As we begin, let's first give a warm welcome back to last year's homecoming king and queen of Deer Lakes High School 2020. Please welcome Jack Hollabaugh and Allison Frank. Jack is continuing his education at Edinburgh University and is a member of the Flying Scots football team. Allison is attending St. Vincent's College, where she is studying secondary mathematics education, and she's a member of the women's Bearcat golf team. Let's give them both a warm welcome, Jack Hollabaugh and Allison Frank. Now we'd like to introduce our freshman class representatives. Please welcome Madison Wiles and Graham Waybright. Madison is the daughter of Holly and Adam Wiles of West Deer. She's a member of the Deer Lakes girls volleyball team this year. It's a little too soon for her to talk about her favorite high school memories, but she is really looking forward to making many of them over the next 4 years. Maddie, again, is being escorted by Graham Waybright. Graham is the son of Dave and Deveron Waybright of West Deer. Graham enjoys participating in basketball, baseball, cross country, and the marching band. He has great memories he's made with his friends through sports, band, and the classroom. He looks forward to the next 4 years at Deer Lakes. Once again, our freshman class representatives, Madison Wiles and Graham Waybright. Next, we have our sophomore class representatives. Please welcome Cameron Brown and Bryce Robson. Cameron Brown is the daughter of Shauna and Charles Brown of West Deer. Cameron is the senator for student council, JV cheerleader, and participates in the drama program. She is also a member of the chamber choir and the Stand Together Club. Cameron's favorite memory is performing with her friends in the school musicals. Cameron Brown is being escorted by Bryce Robson. Bryce is the son of Laura and Jeff Robson of Fraser Township. Bryce participates in the Deer Lakes golf, basketball, and baseball sports. His favorite DL memory is playing in the playoff basketball game last year against Lincoln Park. Once again, our sophomore class representatives, Cameron Brown and Bryce Robson. Now we're on to our junior class representatives. Please welcome Julianne Zenowitz and Kevin Hoffman. Julia is the daughter of Jamie and Arlene Zenowitz of West Deer. Julia enjoys participating in cheerleading, school musical, the choir, and dance. Her favorite Deer Lakes memory are opening night of Mamma Mia. After we finished the show, all the countless hours finally paid off, and it felt amazing to be part of something very amazing. Julia is being escorted by Kevin Hoffman. Kevin is the son of Kristen and Paul Hoffman of Allison Park. Kevin enjoys participating in marching band, Best Buddies, Stand Together, and our award-winning school musicals. Some of his favorite memories are football games, going to senior prom as a sophomore, and the homecoming dance. Once again, our junior class representatives, Juliana Zenowitz and Kevin Hoffman. And now we're on to our senior court. First up, please welcome Miss Abigail Bolus and Mr. Austin Robbins. Abby is the daughter of Jeff and Nicole Bolus of West Deer. Abby is the captain of the girls varsity soccer team and a member of the Hotspurs Elite Girls 2020 soccer team. She is the member of the girls varsity track team, secretary of the student council, and vice president of National Honor Society. She has been installed into the French Honors Society, is a member of Best Buddies, and participates in St. Victor's Youth Group. Her favorite memory is winning the first section championship for the girls in 2018. Her advice to the underclassmen: enjoy the little moments because time goes by fast. After high school, Abby plans to attend a university for the Accelerated Physician Assistance Program. Abby is escorted tonight by Austin Maranovitz. Austin is the son of Jeff and Anne Marie Maravitz of Torrento. Throughout high school, Austin has participated in the Deer Lakes golf team, student council, and soccer. He has gone to 2 Christian mission trips in the Dominican Republic and has served as peer-to-peer mentor. He's a member of the Stand Together and Friends of Rachel Club. Outside of Deer Lakes, he has worked as a caddy at the Pittsburgh Field Club for the last 5 years. Austin's favorite memory at Deer Lakes is escorting Abigail Bolus in their freshman year for the homecoming court. Ironically, here they are again. Austin's advice to the underclassmen is, just because you can, doesn't mean you should. Upon graduation from Deer Lakes, Austin plans to go to college, then after that, attend chiropractic college. He hopes to one day own and operate his own chiropractic practice. Ladies and gentlemen, Abigail Bolus and Austin Maranovitz. Next, we have Miss Lindsay Colton and Mr. Zachary Herbster. Lindsay is the daughter of Karen and Keith Colton of West Deer Township. Lindsay participates in cheerleading and Best Buddies. Her favorite memory are having fun with her friends and cheering on Friday nights. Her advice to the underclassmen: don't take high school too seriously. It's a time to spend with your friends and to make memories. Make the most of it while you have it, because it goes by quicker than you think. After high school, Lindsay plans to attend college and university to major in business. Lindsay's being escorted by Zach Herbster. Zach Herbster is the son of Craig and Shannon Herbster of West Deer. Zach is the member of the Deer Lakes golf team. Outside of school, he works at Narcisse's Winery. His favorite high school memory is being at the boys' soccer state final game against Shadyside and then storming the field after advancing to the finals. Zach's advice to the underclassmen is, don't blink. Your 4 years in high school go by faster than you can believe. Make the most of every moment and never take anything for granted. After high school, Zach plans to attend Kent State University to study agriculture. Once again, Lindsay Colton and Zachary Herbster. We're happy to introduce Miss Darian DeVita and Ryan Rogers. Darian is the daughter of Carrie DeVita and the late Nick DeVita of West Deer. Darian has participated in volleyball freshman year, cheerleading, Best Buddies throughout high school. She has also coached Deer Lakes youth football cheerleading. Her favorite high school memory includes having fun with the people she has grown up with and cheering on Friday nights. Darian's advice to the underclassmen is to make the most of every day and don't take things for granted. Have fun and enjoy high school. It goes way too fast. Don't miss school. If you know, you know. Upon graduating, Darian plans to attend a 4-year university majoring in dentistry. Darian is escorted tonight by Ryan Rogers. Ryan Rogers is the son of Ted and Jennifer Rogers of West Deer Township. He's the member of the Deer Lakes varsity soccer and baseball teams. Ryan is also a member of the National Honor Society and the Spanish National Honor Society. His favorite memories are playing in the state and WPIL championship soccer games and all the countless memories made throughout the school years. His advice to the underclassmen: work hard in everything you do, because good things will happen to those who are willing to work for them. After high school, Ryan plans to attend a 4-year college. Now we'd like to introduce Miss Emily Muntz and Mr. Michael Sullivan. Emily is the daughter of Kelly and Christopher Muntz of West Deer. She is the member of the marching band, jazz band, and symphonic band. She has participated in school musicals and is a member of the National Honor Society and the Spanish National Honor Society. Her favorite memory are Friday night football games, band trips, and participating in musicals. After high school, Emily plans to go to college to study health science and mathematics. Emily is being escorted by Michael Sullivan. Michael is the son of Laureen and David Sullivan of Torrento. Michael is the captain of the boys soccer team and a member of the National Honors in the Spanish National Honor Society. He serves as captain of Arsenal FC Academy and is a member of the Pittsburgh City Futsal Club. He's also a member of the Deer Lakes Ping Pong Club. Michael's favorite memory in high school is going to the state championship with the boys soccer team, along going to the WPIL championship the past year. His advice to the underclassmen is go to as many sporting events as you can. You never know when the next time you're going into a stadium is for your kids and not for your friends. Upon graduating from Deer Lakes, Michael plans to attend a 4-year university to continue his athletic career and majoring in agriculture engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Emily Muntz and Mr. Michael Sullivan. I would like to introduce Miss Jessica Windows and Mr. Colton Spence. Jessica is the daughter of Christine and Eric Windows of West Deer. Jessica is a member of the Deer Lakes Volleyball and Cross Country, where she serves as Captain 12. She participates in track and field and chorus. She has performed in all-school drama production since 9th grade and choreographed for middle school drama production. She has danced since 2 years of age and has done so competitively since 8 years old. Jessica has completed in the National History Day, and in the past 6 years, she is currently serving as a student council class senator. She's a member of the National Honor Society, where she currently serves as president. She's a proud Girl Scout and has completed her Gold Award. Jessica's favorite memory are from traveling away to away meets, games with teammates, and going to football games, and traveling to France and Italy through the school trips. Her advice to underclassmen is to smile and be kind. Upon graduation, Jessica plans to attend a 4-year college and pursue an engineering degree or a degree in physical therapy. Jessica is escorted by Colton Spence. Colton is the son of Brad and Dawn Spence of West Deer. He is a member of the National Honor Society and the Spanish National Honor Society. Colton serves as captain as the Deer Lakes boys soccer team and is a member of the Arsenal FC 0203 Academy team, Hotspurs MPSL team. He participates in East Union Presbyterian Church Youth Group, where he regularly volunteers and participates in the annual trips. His favorite memory is going to the Whitfield and state championships for soccer, playing water polo in gym, and talking to Senor Destine. His advice to the underclassmen: these 4 years of high school will go by quickly, but you will make a lot of new friends and many new memories, so make the most of your time here. Upon graduation, Colton plans to attend a 4-year college where he will pursue a degree in mechanical or civil engineering while playing soccer at the collegiate level. Okay, the moment we've been waiting for. And now we are honored to announce this year's Deer Lakes High School 2020 Homecoming King, Austin Moravitz. Congratulations, Austin. And finally, we are honored to announce our 2020 Homecoming Queen, Jess Windows. Thank you to all our participants this week. Congratulations to King Austin and Queen Jess. We'd like to thank Jack Hollabaugh and Allison Frank for making the return trip back here to Deer Lakes, last year's King and Queen. Good luck to all of you.
My ass is freezing. No, it's fine. Huh? Yeah. Hi. You gotta come this way.
Going all right? Good to see you. You too. Great. Safe. I mean, it's what it is.
He's slow and steady.
Hey, Dorothy.
Oh my God, how are you?
They're pretty good.
Dorothy said they're there.
Oh, okay.
Once again, a warm welcome to Lancer Stadium. Please join me in welcoming the award-winning Deer Lakes Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Christopher Schneider for the playing of our national anthem.
Can you guys see?
I know, right?
Can you guys? You heading back up, Mama? Heading back up? No, not yet. What's that? Yeah, it really is. It's almost perfect. The hoodie for you, right? The hoodie for the overshirt, long sleeves, and the white in the shirt underneath.
Deer Lakes football team.
Well, as long as you have one of these on board, you're good to go. Apparently.
Captains for North Catholic, Isaiah Jackson, Nicholas Marr, Matthews Benson, Peyton Jones, and Jack Friel.
A Friday night in Western Pennsylvania means football, and the Whippeal season pushes on as the North Catholic Trojans look to continue a perfect season. But Deer Lakes Lancers looks to have a perfect ending to senior night and homecoming. We welcome you to Cheswick, Pennsylvania, here on the campus of the Deer Lakes Lancers for some Friday night football on the first ever broadcast of the Iron Sports Network. Thank you so much for tuning in here on YouTube. Alongside of me is my partner in crime, Sam Anthony, and I'm Spencer Witt. And Sam, this should be a matchup that looks in favor of the away team, the North Catholic Trojans. But any given Friday, this is a Deer Lakes team that is itching to get themselves a victory and to really shock the Whippeals.
And Spencer, it's a Deer Lakes team that's young. You have a freshman quarterback in Derek Burke. He's coming in. All top 5 of their leading scorers last season left. You have an entirely new coaching staff behind Tim Burke, which left, or the entire coaching staff had left the year before. So you're coming in, lots of new pieces, plus everything else going on right now, trying to get a season going. This is a team that, despite their record, we don't know what they can do. Anything could happen. And like you said, on a Friday night, here we go in the Whippeal, anything could happen.
It's a tale of two teams, and North Catholic has dominated most of the AAA for the past couple of seasons, but they still are only a game ahead of second place, and Deer Lakes could easily spoil that with a bit of a controversy and a bit of issues when it comes to the AAA and the scheduling. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but some cancellations to games in the section has resulted in some issues, but this game is going to be played, and this game is something that should be won for North Catholic if they want to remain the top team in the Allegheny 7 Class 3A Conference. Once again, Iron Sports Network is looking to partner with local companies just like Deer Lakes and North Catholic. And if you're looking to try and get yourself on the broadcast as well, email ironsportsnetwork@gmail.com to advertise with us. This is our first ever broadcast, and we like to really show that we have the commitment and the resources to get quality games, and like we expect, a quality game tonight. And I mentioned before, a game is going to be played tonight between Deer Lakes and North Catholic. Taking a look at the standings, North Catholic 4-0 in the conference, 5-0 overall. Freeport 2-0 and 2-1 in the conference. East Allegheny is 2-1 and 4-1 overall. But East Allegheny versus Derry was postponed due to COVID-19 concerns. So East Allegheny will not be playing tonight. Freeport earlier on was also delayed, so they had some issues as well. Like I mentioned, a game will be played tonight, and there will be a kickoff momentarily. Isaiah Jackson will be back to receive for the Trojans. Nate Burke will kick off for Deer Lakes. Burke sends it down the field. It's a low roller, and we're underway here in Cheswick, Pennsylvania, taken by number 9 for North Catholic. He takes a stiff arm. Flag is on the play. Still going at the 35-yard line. He's going to try and push forward to the 38-yard line, but he is then taken down. But there is a flag on the play, so we will see what that resulted in. It was Ethan Marisco who was the one who received that kick after the squib kick from the kicker for the Lancers. Looks like already a block in the back from North Catholic, so that will push the ball even farther back. The swift kick actually worked out a little bit for Deer Lakes, and it will push North Catholic, all the way back to the 20-yard line, and they will start there. And of course, the starting quarterback for North Catholic is number 1. That's Joey Prentice, and Prentice has been a force in the Whippeals for North Catholic and is the reason that the Trojans are 5-0. Is that one handed off to the running back, and he gets about 5 yards on the play. That was number 3, to be specific, Kyle Topinski. It'll be second down at 5 for the Trojans.
And Spencer, you mentioned Joey Prentice, and he's going to be the guy. He's the X factor in this game. 20 combined touchdowns this season, 13 through the air and 7 on the ground. He leads the team in passing and rushing. It's going to be interesting to see what he can do. And again, this is an offense that's one of the best in the Whitfield.
Prentice will be in the shotgun with a man to his right. He will roll out to right on 2nd and 5. Really has no pressure, so he's going to take it himself, get the first down, cut it back upfield, gets to the 40, and finally is taken out of bounds at around the 44-yard line. So a good run from Prentice. And the Trojans will move the chains for a first down.
And you're going to see a lot of that all night, Spencer. Again, Joey Prentice, the guy, he's looking, and finally when he doesn't see anybody, just has to take it on his own and get first down and then some. So again, Joey Prentice, look at the numbers this year, 13 passing touchdowns. That is the most in Class 3A by 5. The next closest player has 8 touchdowns. He's a guy that can make it happen in the air, on his feet, and he's going to keep going all night long.
One of the top completion percentages in the Whippeals, but that's not a completion there. That's actually going to be, I believe, a fumble. There's a bit of a miscue on the toss there, but it goes out of bounds. No harm for North Catholic, with the exception of about a 5-yard loss. It'll be second down and 14, actually, to be specific. Prentice will look to the side. See what the quarterback signs are going to be. He has plenty of time on the play clock, 10 on the play clock to be exact. 10 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Prentice will roll out to his left this time. Has no pressure. He's going to air it downfield. He's got a man open into coverage, but decent coverage on that one to get back to it was number 15. That's Brandon College. And it was number 17, Tyler Mazares, who was open for North Catholic, but that ball just hung in the air a little bit too long, and the DB was able to get back there.
Yep, Prentice had his guy. He was deep, but just couldn't quite get enough on that one. But that was a long throw, tough one to make, and you know what? They're going for it early in this game, and you love to see that.
On 2nd and 14 is what they went for it. It's now 3rd down for North Catholic, so it could be a big stop here if Deer Lakes can force North Catholic to have to punt. Prentice will roll out, go to his left, has a man open. That one out of the hands of number 5, Isaiah Jackson, and it will be 4th down. And here comes the punting unit for the Trojans, so a good start for Deer Lakes.
And this is Deer Lakes, and like you said, any given Friday, and this is exactly what you want to start. This is one of the most dangerous offenses in the Whippeal, averaging 47 points per game. Anytime you can keep them off the board is a win for your team.
Nicholas Mayer hasn't been on the field too much to have to punt the ball away, but he will be doing that on this possession here. Mayer will send it down the field. It's going to be a short punt looking for a good bounce. It's not as favorable as they wanted, and it'll drop at about the 35-yard line. So no return for Deer Lakes, but they'll have the ball for the first time in this game.
Here's a chance for Deer Lakes to do something that they haven't done in a while, which is score a touchdown here and take advantage early. You have the young quarterback in Derek Burke finally getting a field, finally getting some more consistency. And you know what? This is a game to prove yourself. Go against one of these top teams in North Catholic, the best defenses in the Whitfield as well, and just keep it going.
So Deer Lakes will start with their first drive of the evening, and it will be the quarterback for Deer Lakes. Rolling out into his right, that's Derek Burke. He'll throw it. That's over the head of the intended receiver, number 25, for Deer Lakes, Jimmy Hazlitt. It'll be second down and 10. A bit too far and some coverage on the receiver. And we'll look at Derek Burke's stats, 34 of 98, 394 passing yards. He has struggled when it comes to TDs and interceptions. Not a good ratio as a quarterback, but one of the big things that we've mentioned is this team is young. This team has a lot to work with for the next coming years, and they'll look to try and figure things out on games like tonight against North Catholic.
And Spencer, just like you said, young quarterback, he beat out junior Fletcher Hammond in the quarterback battle at the beginning of the season. And head coach and his dad, Tim Burke, said he's got a laser of an arm. They believe that the adjustment for him is the speed of high school football. He's still a freshman, getting him more reps. He's somebody to keep an eye on. Can he adjust to that speed of the game? And you're going to get some speed with this North Catholic team. So let's see how he does on a big third down here.
North Catholic, a third down and 10. As Burke is in the shotgun, has a man behind him. He'll step back, look to his left. He's got pressure on him, and he will go down. It's a sack from North Catholic, number 12, the first one to get there. That was Jaron Timmons. And it'll be fourth down for Deer Lakes.
North Catholic, they're allowing just 7.4 points per game this season. They're going to be tough. And again, they showed it there because Derek Burke, he had time in the pocket looking for somebody, couldn't find anybody open, and eventually the player got to him.
Yeah, it's not just the offense from North Catholic that Deer Lakes will have to deal with. It's the defense as well, and a struggling offense for Deer Lakes. In that first possession, they were not able to get anything out of it. This one punted away by Deer Lakes, takes one bounce, and it goes out of play at the 41-yard line. So North Catholic starting basically where they were at before. Punts have been traded back and forth, and the Trojans will take over on their own side of the field at the 41-yard line. So we mentioned before, just real quick, I'll give some of the other games that are going on around the AAA in this section. One of the big ones to note, Burrell taking on Freeport. Of course, Elizabeth Forward and Mount Pleasant. That's a number 3 and number 5 matchup. This one given off on a handoff to number 3, barreling through and getting about 6 yards for North Catholic. That's Kyle Topinski. So it'll be second down and 4. He actually got 6 yards on that play. A bit of a favorable spot, too, but he does get 6 yards, and it'll be second and 4. Rolling to his right, faking the pitch, and not getting too much. Good stop from Deer Lakes, but they do get favorable yards, about 2, on the play for the quarterback, Joey Prentice. Prentice had a man to his right, and it was well read by Deer Lakes. They took away the pitch, and so Prentice had to keep it himself. 7.5 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Here on the iron. So bounce all the way back down, but a beautiful punt for North Catholic as that will drop right at the 3-yard line. So Ethan Morisco with a good punt. And Deer Lakes will have a lot of ground to try and make up on their own side of the field at the 3-yard line.
For an offense that's already kind of struggled to find points this year, that's an unfortunate bounce for the Lancers. That one, great roll there, and we'll see what they can do deep in their own territory.
So the Deer Lakes offense will take the field. And it will be number 11, Derek Burke, the freshman for the Lancers. Set up in his own end zone, a man behind him. 2 on the right, 1 on the left. They will give it off and just trying to get away from their own end zone. Was the ball carrier. So a couple yards there for Deer Lakes. It'll be second down and 9, 1 yard actually to be specific.
And that could be a big difference in this game for the Lancers, getting production out of their running back, Bruce Ullman. He has, the last couple weeks, has improved. You've seen the yards per carry go up. And again, just kind of with the comfort of that, a new offensive line. And if they can get him moving, especially deep in their own territory here, put a little bit of the weight off of their quarterback's back, that could be huge.
All in one of the seniors for Deer Lakes as he is taken down immediately on the run. North Catholic all over that one, and a loss of yardage here for the Lancers. Several Trojans were in the area. It was all white shirts on top of that green jersey.
Yeah, so this is a big this is a big down for the Lancers right now, just because, again, you're deep in your own territory here. You don't want to make mistakes, and North Catholic, they're a team that could take advantage of this, whether it's going to be on a punt deep in your territory or even potentially getting a safety on this down. You're going to want to watch out.
So timeout is taken.
So a timeout is taken, and it looks like by North Catholic. They're going to look at things right now. And we're going to talk, and while they're in the break, we'll take a quick look here at the last couple games between these two teams. And this is a series that has been heavily favored towards North Catholic. Starting in 2018 with a 64-3 victory for the Trojans. Last year, 42-21 in favor of North Catholic as well. This is a win that the Lancers would love to see. And the chance here, 0-0 late in the first quarter. Great defense so far, but 4th and 3 here. It'll be interesting to see how they handle this punt right here. They got a little bit of room there. And the teams take back out onto the field.
Third down and 9 for the Lancers. Ball on the 4-yard line. That's what you saw with the 4 there, Sam. And that one is going to be given to the running back and not much room to work with, and he's only going to get about 3 yards. And so it will be a 4th down for Deer Lakes. And here comes the punting unit again. So 3 punts in a row, 4 punts in a row. 2 for the Trojans, and now what potentially will be the second punt for Deer Lakes, this one in their own end zone. 2 players are set up to bring it back for North Catholic.
And you better watch out here because North Catholic, they're going to be sending everybody. They're going to be trying to block this punt.
They get a lot of players over there, but not able to get a block on that one. And a good punt from Deer Lakes. It takes a favorable bounce as well, and it'll roll all the way back out to the 45-yard line. So a pretty good punt from number 18. That was Nate Burke for the Lancers, excuse me. Take a look here at the standings. As I mentioned before, it's a tale of every other team in between these two. North Catholic being on top of the Allegheny 7 with a 4-0 record. Deer Lakes all the way at the bottom with a 0-5 record on the year in the section. Freeport, East Allegheny, Burrell, Derry, and Valley are all inside of that one. We mentioned before, East Allegheny not playing tonight. That one is a run for North Catholic. Number 20 getting around the edge and getting out to about the 34-yard line. So 1st down on the play, but flag is on the field. And we'll see what the flag is for.
One for the ref, way up. And take one flag.
The referee will make the call. He'll come over facing us. No microphone, I believe, for the refs. We don't know exactly what the number is going to be, but we know that we will at least see it. It looks like a shot block. So it is going to push North Catholic back even farther. They're back to the 47-yard line, and that's a 10-yard penalty. And a tough one for the Trojans. It pushes them back in their own territory.
Very fortunate for the Lancers here again. You know, you're pushing them back here, and just on the last drive, they were pushed back to their own 3. They get a good roll, a penalty. Could we see another stop here?
A 20-yard swing on that penalty as the Trojans will get that throw off, and it's complete to number 9. That's Nicholas Nair. So they will get back to the markers and some more as well. In fact, they'll even get closer to the second marker. 4 yards remaining on this 2nd down now, as that was a completion for 16 yards. So a good completion for North Catholic, and they're finally moving the ball.
And get used to that because Nick Marr, 16.6 yards per reception.
And this one running up the field and going and breaking free is number 3, Kyle Topinski for the touchdown. Only one man touched him. He shoved off the block, and he scores the first points of the night for the Trojans.
And that's exactly what this Trojans team can do. Just when you thought you had them back, 1st and 20, one big play away. They're going to take advantage of any mistakes we can give. Great blocking by the offensive line. They created the holes, and once he got out in that open space, he was gone.
So Kyle Topinski, the junior, scores the touchdown. That one no good on the extra point for North Catholic. So 6-0 Trojans.
And that's the name of the game, though, here for the Trojans. This is how dynamic their team is. How many different scorers that they have. You're thinking scouting report. You're stopping Joey Prentice. You're watching out for that. And they've done a great job of that so far. And Nick Marr, that was his first reception of the game on this drive. But now you have Kyle Topinski that comes in and makes it happen. I mean, as a defense, that makes it incredibly difficult to stop when you have so many different weapons.
It will be the Lancers' first opportunity to bring back a kick. And we'll see North Catholic kick off. Place kicker is going to be number 31 for the Trojans. 3 minutes remaining in this quarter. Daniel Long, who will kick off. 3 players back for Deer Lakes. Long will send it down the field. It will be collected by Deer Lakes, fumbling that one and not able to get on it. He finally grabs it, though. Is number 23, Brandon Badillion. Badillion was able to just get his hands on it before North Catholic was coming over there. Almost a bad muff punt, or a muff kick, excuse me.
And sigh of relief there if you're Lancers fans here. It's only 6-0. Lots of game left to play. If you keep those mistakes away from the game, you still have a chance. Keep playing one drive at a time. It's going to be what you do here. You don't need a big return. You just need a solid drive. Hit your guys, find the open receivers, make that happen. You know, you're going to beat this Trojans team not by the big explosive plays. They're a great defense, but doing the little things right. If they could do the little things right and make that happen, they could surprise North Catholic.
Handoff. Well, actually, it'll be a fake handoff. They'll only get about a couple yards on that one. Nowhere to go for Deer Lakes. Aaron Timmons was the one who stopped the Lancers there. They have an injured player on the field for Deer Lakes. Can't exactly tell what number that is on the field. I have to wait and see. An injury on the field for Deer Lakes. There was a lot of bodies over there on that initial tackle. It looked like someone might have rolled on the leg of the player who was down. He is able to get up. A good sign to see that he is walking it off. So walking it off is number 65. It's Carmen Shore, excuse me. Good to see he's at least walking it off. He's going to be attended to. Down over by the tables.
Carmen Shula, one of the seniors being honored today on Senior Day, obviously. And, a key part of this offensive line, him and his brother Paul. So you hope to see him back out there.
So no gain on the play for Deer Lakes. A muff snap, and just having to cover that one up is Derek Burke, and he'll cover that one. There'll be a loss of a couple yards on that play as he was not able to hold on to the snap. It'll bring up third down for Deer Lakes. 2 minutes and 19 seconds and counting here in this first quarter. Tough break for the Lancers.
And it makes things tougher in the long run. You're losing this yardage. You're giving North Catholic better field position. And like we've talked about, that offense is dangerous. They're going to take advantage of whatever yardage you give them. And so, again, seeing them start back and moving backward, you're inside your 20 or at the 11 right now, and that makes it tough.
Burke will have to roll out on third down, and he's not going to get back to the sticks. He does get some productive yardage, but it'll still be fourth down and about 10 yards on that play. And here comes the punting unit again for Deer Lakes.
Excellent job by Burke, though, to feel that coverage and get out. And almost immediately you felt that North Catholic pass rush, and he was able to get out of the pocket and get some positive yards. And you're on a 3rd and 1, but those are the things you like to see from your young quarterback. Not trying to force things, not losing the football, being aware of the situation, and making something happen. And if you can do that on an earlier down, first down, make it a 2nd and 7 instead of a 2nd and 10, 2nd and 13, losing after the sack. That's a big difference.
This one will be punted away for Deer Lakes. They will send it back down. It'll take one roll, one bounce, and it'll be picked up by North Catholic. That's number 20 for the Trojans, and a second tackle is what takes him down. That was Jack Fennell, one of the freshmen for the Trojans, who gets taken down. And so the Trojans will start off in Deer Lakes territory. They'll be on the 43-yard line.
I believe it was Aiden Detman who originally grabbed him, slowed him down. Great stop. Just wrap, slow these guys down. That was excellent tackle.
Paul Shulo with the flag, and that's going to be a late hit on Prentice. So that will move North Catholic even farther into Deer Lakes territory.
Here we go. After 2 quick stops for the Lancers, you're talking about the Trojans now going back-to-back down the field and quickly here. 2 scores before the end of the first quarter, potentially. And that'd be huge for North Catholic to start things off. And again, that's how dangerous this offense is. Just when you're making the stops, they can come back, they can score quickly. They have these big, explosive players who can make big plays.
See a little frustration from Shulo as Prentice really was just kind of carrying him with him. And Shulo, once he did take him out of bounds, threw him down. So that's the reason for the penalty. Prentice will roll to his right. He'll look over into the corner of the end zone and wave past his intended receiver. That's Carson Laconi. Correction, actually, Nicholas Marr was the one in the area.
And you had 2 in the area there, and it looked like he was trying to get Marr on that comeback route, turn around, and just a little bit too much on it, overthrown. But it was a good spot. You were trying to put it in a place where only the receiver was going to be able to get it, and that's the guy you want to be looking to is Nick Marr, and he's his favorite target. 6 touchdowns already this season. And that connection's been working, so, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Laconi was also in the area, and it's 2nd down now. They'll give it off on the pitch to number 20, and trying to get to the edge, but not able to, was Jack Fennell. He was taken down. A nice tackle from Deer Lakes. That will be the final play of the first quarter. So after 1 quarter, it's only 6-0, a couple punts back and forth, but North Catholic's offense has finally started things up. And they are driving deep in Deer Lakes territory, 6-0 after the first quarter.
And you have to give a lot of credit, Spencer, to Deer Lakes so far, for the defense, for making stops, for doing things that are going to slow them down. Big 3rd down here. If you can stop them to a field goal, keep this in single digits right now, that's huge.
So Deer Lakes and North Catholic, 6-0. On the Iron Sports Network. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in here on a colder, I would say, compared to what we've seen recently. Friday night in Western Pennsylvania, in Cheswick, PA.
Finally feeling like fall a little bit, Spencer.
Yeah, it definitely feels like fall, about 50 degrees. I've got the knit hat on.
It's a good look for you.
Thank you. It's a little colder than we've seen lately. Going to stay like this, I believe, throughout the weather.
I love it. We got a Friday night football game in the Whitfield. Like you said, 50 degrees, crisp weather. This, to me, is what high school football is all about. Really sets the atmosphere, and we've had a good game so far. Let's keep this going.
So we will begin the second quarter here. Of course, in high school football, 12 minutes per quarter. Ball on the 5-yard line. They'll give it off to number 3, who will barrel his way in for the touchdown. That's Kyle Topinski. And Topinski will score for the Trojans. And it'll make it a 12-0 game for North Catholic.
Great play by Topinski, just going right where the hole was, shot right through, and it's been a great game so far for Topinski. It's his second of the game.
And they're going to go for 2 here to make it an even 14. Prentice pitches off to Topinski, and Topinski will put that one into the end zone. No one touches him for the 2-point conversion, and it makes it 14-0.
And that option, Spencer, it's so dangerous because of guys like Joey Prentice. If you're a lineman, a linebacker, someone on that defense, you're looking at him. You're worried about him as the man who leads the team in rushing yards, and he has 7 of his own. And Joey Prentice, when he sees that, can just simply throw it to Topinski. And that's exactly what they did. Great play, perfectly executed. And if they can do that all night, that's going to be a problem for the Lancers.
So Topinski has 2 touchdowns on the evening. I hope you picked him in your high school fantasy football team.
You know, I actually did. I do. I have him locked in this week.
Early round pick, I'm guessing.
Early round pick, yeah, second round, as you know.
I'm in the same league as you.
Oh, that's right.
It's 14-0. Only 5 seconds have come off the clock here in this second quarter. And it will be North Catholic who will kick off. For the Trojans, they kick off at their own 40-yard line, of course. Deer Lakes has 2 receivers deep. They got one about 10 yards up. A little triangle formation in case they need to.
So kicked off, taken by Deer Lakes. The 20 to the 30, breaking free and getting to the 40-yard line. A nice kick return for the Lancers. And a good start that they want to get some offense going here for Deer Lakes.
Exactly. You know, that's the one thing they really haven't had yet in this game is consistently good field position. It's going to be one of their best starts of the game so far. Let's see how they take advantage of that opportunity. Less ground to cover, and again, it's a tough defense. You're going to take anything that you can get against this team. And if you're a Deer Lakes Lancers team right now, if you're Tim Burke, you're telling your team, this is the chance we have to go make something happen, and let's get that momentum shifted in our direction.
So Deer Lakes will start on the 41-yard line. Burke in the shotgun takes it. He's going to be taken down as pressure from several Trojans bring him down.
And that North Catholic pass rush, it's going to come fast and it's going to come often. And we talked about at the beginning how Coach Tim Burke said his son, Derek, quarterback, needs to adjust to the speed of the game. And that's the kind of things that North Catholic is going to throw at you. They're going to come at you quick. You have to make those decisions quick. And you have to adjust to those things.
Daniel Long was the first one to get there for the Trojans. The loss of 5 yards on that play. Referee signaling, hold up. Lipinski come out there on defense for the Trojans. Burke in the shotgun, looking to his left, immediately throws that one in, not complete, to number 16 for Deer Lakes, the intended receiver, Ryan Cochran. It was intended for, but it was incomplete. Prentice was on the coverage for North Catholic. It'll be 3rd down now and 15. North Catholic, Deer Lakes looking to try and convert on a long 3rd down early on in this second quarter. Just under 11 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
If you're the Lancers right now, have a play, a quick option for Derek Burke to go here. Just try and get some positive yards, make something happen. You need to get a completion here.
Looking to his left, and that one's just out of the hands, off the hand of number 7. That's Josh Jordan. for Deer Lakes. It was incomplete for the Lancers, and that will bring up 4th down. A familiar face, Nate Burke, will come back out to punt for Deer Lakes.
It's those kind of plays that you saw from right there, that just the quick slant across. That's what I want to see more of from the Lancers. Just getting the ball moving, kind of getting that ball going forward, the momentum, feeling good, get some confidence into your quarterback, and you're going to start seeing more stuff like that, and then you can spread the ball once you start getting it moving.
The Lancers really struggled with a rhythm when it comes to their offense there. They had nothing starting as Burke will punt this one down. It will take a bounce and go slightly to the left. And the first one to touch it will be number 45 for Deer Lakes. Jake Timmons and North Catholic will take over on about their own 34-yard line.
And I'll tell you, with this North Catholic team, Spencer, they're a team that is coming with a vengeance this year, a team that is looking for their 4th straight conference title, but they haven't yet found that success in the playoffs. Last year, an early first-round exit. The 2 years before that, semifinal exits, yet to reach that championship game. But once again, North Catholic proving they're one of the top teams in their class and a favorite to go to the Whitfield Championship game.
That one just off the hands of number 2 for North Catholic. Carson Lasoni, that one's incomplete. A good read from Prentice. Lasoni was open, had a step on his man, but not able to haul it in. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for North Catholic. They'll go to the left side, breaking one tackle and getting positive yards and a 1st down all the way out to the 50. That's Kyle Topinski again for the Trojans. A 1st down for North Catholic.
And what a first half so far for Topinski. It seems like every time he has the ball, he's making some sort of big play happen here. And that's dangerous again for this North Catholic team that has a ton of weapons, but he's been the player to watch so far. I know we said Joey Prentice being the X-Factor, but so far, number 3, that's the guy I'm trying to stop.
Fletcher Hammond was the one who got the tackle for the Lancers. This one given to Topinski again. He'll break one tackle, cut to the right, stiff arm a man down, and then he'll just go out of bounds. But in defense of Brandon Coolidge, who was falling down, so not really a stiff arm, but still getting several yards on that play. And what might be a 1st down might actually be just a little short correction of the 1st down for North Catholic. Looks like they will be about a yard short. Again, we apologize for any technical difficulties. Apologize for the rosters, too. You know, I'm being told that names of the rosters might not be correct. This is the roster that was given to us by Deer Lakes. Yes, if that's an issue, I have to take it up with them. So 2nd down, correction, it will be a 1st down. They did measure it. It is a 1st down. So moving forward for North Catholic, a completion to number 2, cutting him to his left and getting to about the 15-yard line. That's Carson Lasoni. And Lasoni gets the Trojans to the 15-yard line. North Catholic with the 1st down. Under 10 minutes remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Prentice rolls to his right, looks for his options, has some time. Instead, he'll take it himself. Breaks one tackle, shoots back, and he gets taken down by a couple players that were trailing.
And what a challenge for
Timmons who took him down.
Joey Prentice, man, he is so hard to tackle. And you see Deer Lakes throwing everything they have at him, trying to take him down. And it's just a challenge. Like, you know, we said we saw that late out of bounds. And that's more of, you're just trying so hard to take such a talented guy down. And he's going to provide problems for the defenses, whoever he's facing.
Prentice, a bad snap, but he's able to take it himself and score for the Trojans. Prentice, that play looked like it was designed to go to the left, but Prentice saw the read and saw Deer Lakes commit to their right side, so he just took it himself and went to his own right side.
And somehow split those two defenders right there, was 2-on-1, somehow was able to just hit that perfect, get right in between there. And again, that's the kind of dangerous player he is. He's going to cause problems for you in those situations. He's hard to take down, and that's what's going to happen. I mean, every single game this season, he's recorded at least one rushing touchdown. He's going to be a guy that can do stuff with his feet, do stuff through the air, and it doesn't matter what you're trying to do. He's going to cause problems for you. All you can do is really try and slow him down.
A better extra point there for North Catholic this time, and they do convert on that to make it 21-0 here in the second quarter. 9 minutes, 9 seconds remaining on the clock. Deer Lakes once again will receive the kickoff. As North Catholic, the offense sputtered a little bit to start, but they're finally rolling, and they look like the North Catholic we've seen the past couple of weeks.
And if you're this Deer Lakes offense, if you're going to do anything, at least get a solid drive going, get some movement. Help get your defense off the field, get a breather here. Because when they're tired, they're out on the field, you have this North Catholic team that's dangerous in any given circumstance. It's going to make it even more dangerous, and that's how this game gets out of hand.
Daniel Long will kick off for North Catholic. A couple players down to receive for Deer Lakes. It will be collected by number 23. That's Brandon Badillion, and Badillion doesn't get too much yardage on that one to about the 21-yard line.
And again, for this drive to Deer Lakes, quick passes, runs to the outside, anything that you can do to kind of make that happen. Just little plays, move the ball. You don't need that big explosive play. Just get, like you said, get the offense in a rhythm, get them moving, get a flow, help get your defense off the field. There's still lots of time left in this game. You just got to figure out the ball game you want to play and just do it. Don't force anything. Don't make mistakes. Just play your game.
Blake Primrose, who took down Badillion. So the offense start back up again for Deer Lakes. A man to each side of the quarterback, Derek Burke. They will give it off. Getting some yards on that one is number 24. That's Chris Blatnick on the carry for the Lancers, the sophomore, getting some positive yards and about 8 yards on that one. So it'll be 2nd down and 2 for Deer Lakes. 8.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. 21-0 Trojans for an Iron Sports Network. Another give off, and this time going nowhere. And North Catholic thinks they have the ball, and they do. It's a fumble on the play for Deer Lakes. It was Colton Bach who had the ball, and he fumbled that one, and it's recovered by North Catholic, and they'll take over in great field position for the Trojans.
North Catholic, they sent the blitz there. 7 guys just all went at once there and creating opportunities, and that's what makes this defense so dangerous. And again, creating opportunities for the offense. Now you have this dangerous offense on a short field, already up 21-0, can extend that lead here.
So Colton Bach fumbling that one. And North Catholic will take over. On the 26-yard line, that's a screen pass over to the left side and being taken down. Nice tackle for Deer Lakes. But it is positive yards for number 17 for Tyler Mazarez. So under 8 minutes remaining here. 2nd down and 8 for the Trojans. Prentice, it'll be a give. No, it will not. Prentice will keep it himself. He fooled me. He fooled several Deer Lakes players, and he'll be untouched for a touchdown. Joey Prentice streaking by the Lancers to score for the Trojans.
Make
Another
that
touchdown for Prentice.
and 9 rushing on the year.
2 for Timpinski, 2 for Prentice, and that's his 9th rushing touchdown on the year, like you mentioned.
He's been great. He's had multiple rushing touchdowns in 3 and now 4, if you include tonight, of 6 games this season for Joey Prentice. Again, proving he's dangerous feet. And if you look at that last play, last second he kind of decided to take it away. He decided last second to pull it, almost had to take it from his running back, and it turns out it was the right decision. Fooled everybody on that option. That's what makes that option so tough, especially with the night that Topinski's having. You don't know who they're going to go to. Whenever they go to, obviously, can make it happen.
Extra point attempt is good for North Catholic. It's 28-0 here in the second quarter. Still plenty of time in the second quarter. And we'll see Deer Lakes line up again for the kickoff return.
We've seen North Catholic, how dangerous this offense can be with the opportunities. That's 2 touchdowns in about a minute and a half for North Catholic. So it goes from 14-0 to 28-0. That's a huge change, and obviously all the momentum in favor of the Trojans right now.
And that fumble really hurt Deer Lakes as well, as they had actually gotten some decent yards on the first run of the drive, 8 yards on it, and then the fumble kind of put North Catholic in a very favorable position as well. But they'll restart their offense this time. That one caught by Bedillion on the kickoff, and he'll get a couple yards on it, but it'll go to about the 23-yard line before he's finally taken down. And Deer Lakes will restart their offense.
If you look at the coaching staff for this Deer Lakes team, what they tried to do, Tim Burke, first year, you have through a variety of different opportunities, your entire coaching staff leads. What he does, he brings in a bunch of former Deer Lakes alumni, Deer Lakes football players that were here for the last time at Deer Lakes playoffs during some of their camps, including 2010. Pat Jones led that 7-3 Deer Lakes team to the playoffs for the first time since 1995. They're trying to build that winning culture. So if you're watching them right now, just understand, again, the youth, but that culture change is coming, and they have a lot of faith in this coaching staff to lead that change.
Burke will give it off to the running back, and getting some nice yardage on that one was number 28. That's Colton Bach, and Bach, a nice rush for the Lancers. What looks like might be close to a first down. And they will move the chains. So the first down for the Lancers, a 10-yard run for Bach.
And a pair of good runs now for the Lancers. 2 of the last 3 plays have been decent, big chunks of yardage. And if you can start doing that, start chipping away, little passes, runs like that, it also gives you the opportunity then to spread the field because they're going to be playing for chances like that. Look for Deer Lakes to keep doing things like that.
In the shotgun, they will pitch it over. And not getting anywhere on that one was Colton Bach. Bach taken down. They're going to lose yards on it, 3 to be exact, for the running back for the Lancers.
And again, this is what gets Deer Lakes in some trouble. How are you going to respond here? 2nd and 13. You lost some yards here. What are you going to do? Something that doesn't make it a 3rd and long, whether that's a short play, a short pass, a run, whatever you want to do to make that happen. And you have 3rd down here for or 2nd down for Deer Lakes. Pardon me, 2nd and 10. We're gonna hand that one off, and nothing going here. And he's gonna make something happen here, and he's loose, and he's still going, and he's getting chased down by the defender. And what a huge run by number 28, Colton Bach. And what looked like a lost play at first, didn't find anything, was able to bounce off the blockers and get loose for a huge gain, the biggest play of the game. And for the first time in the game, the Lancers are in North Catholic territory. And the question here is will they be able to take advantage of this opportunity? And the run game so far has proven to be successful. We're seeing some big runs in terms of 3 of the last 5 plays have been big chunk yards for the Lancers. And now inside enemy territory, we'll see what they can do. And they're going to go once again to the running back, and it's going to be stopped. And this time, number 24, Chris Block on the run.
I gotta stop talking because That might be bad luck for the Lancers. It was when I wasn't calling the game that Bach with a nice run there. The Lancers will have a second down and 10, about 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Here we go, 2nd and 10 here. And again, some big run plays. They got stopped on the last one. And we got to see a full set here from the Lancers. It'll be interesting to see what they run here. Looks like it's going to be another run, if I have my guess. But look at North Catholic. They're going to be sending the blitz here. And they get the jump.
Player jumping offsides for North Catholic. That's number 52, Tyler Primrose.
These are plays that build confidence. If you're the Lancers, getting them to jump like that, the ball's moving down, and this is some big stuff that you want to see. And again, from a young team, you're playing an incredibly difficult opponent, one of the best ones in your class, and you're making them jump offside. That's a huge confidence, especially for your young quarterback.
So it'll be 2nd down and 5 now for Deer Lakes. Burke with a man to his left, 2 wide receivers to his right, 1 on his left as well. Burke will look to his left, has some pressure on him. He'll have to get rid of it. That one out of the hands of a North Catholic player. And what kind of was a toss-up for Deer Lakes. North Catholic read that one well, stepped in front of it, just couldn't hold on to it.
Exactly. They jumped that right away, and all of a sudden, Derek Burke, he's panicked. He has to find someone on that right side. There was only one guy, too, and all of a sudden, you're putting yourself in a dangerous situation. You get a sigh of relief. Your Deer Lakes, you have a good drive going right now, 3rd and 5. This is a huge opportunity in the game to make something happen.
Yeah, Burke kind of threw that one up, hoping for the best, and it wasn't the best option, but it also wasn't the worst, as an incomplete pass brings it to 3rd and 5 for Deer Lakes. We'll have a timeout taken by Deer Lakes. They didn't like the situation. Hear the coach on the room next to me telling things as well. So Deer Lakes will take their timeout, their first one of the first half. Again, 28-0, 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
And great job right now by that front 7 of North Catholic. They've been sending that blitz. They've been causing quick pressure. And again, whether that's through the run, whether that's if they're going to go with the pass game, you're causing quick reactions here. And with that speed on 3rd and 5, I'd expect North Catholic to send everybody again. And if you're Deer Lakes, anticipate that. Try to get something quick here. Get into the open field. Make something. You got to get 5 yards here. You got to make it close. And if it's a 4th and 2, 4th and 1, you might even consider going for it. But the thing is you need to get that ball moving. You need to get it to somebody. And again, watch out. See if they're going to send this blitz here.
Deer Lakes on a 3rd and 5 on the 30-yard line. They have a man in motion going to his left. Burke will give it off, looking for some room and nothing doing there. In fact, he's going to lose a couple of yards on that play for Deer Lakes. The running back for the Lancers, number 28, Colton Bach, getting nothing on that one. And it'll bring up 4th and 5 and a big moment for Deer Lakes. Let's see what they're going to do here on 4th and 5.
It looks like they're going to go for it here. You know, again, you're in enemy territory the first time in this game. You have a big deficit early in this game. Still in the first half, clock winding down. If you can go get a score here, wind that clock down, prevent another score from them, at least you're going to have momentum moving in your favor. You're going to get the ball in the second half. You could keep that going here. But again, it all comes down to this 4th down play. What are they going to do?
They would be looking at a 45-yard field goal if they had went for the kicks. Might be a little bit out of their range. 4th and 5 here. Burke will roll to his right, throw that one complete, but is he going to get enough yardage on that one? Sliding down and catching it for Deer Lakes was number 15, Brandon College. That is a completion, but we might have to bring the sticks out to measure. It's going to be close. Let's see what the spot is. The spot is right on the 25-yard line, so a bit of a favorable spot for Deer Lakes, too. And it looks like they just are not going to be able to get the first down. They are not able to convert, even with the favorable spot. Deer Lakes not able to convert on 4th down. They didn't bring out the chains to measure it or anything. The referees knew exactly.
Very close, but you got to give a lot of credit to Derek Burke there. Pressure, he rolled out, he was calm, he found his guy right at the spot. Unfortunately, wasn't able to keep his footing underneath him, but great play by Deer Lakes.
Play action and going deep. And that one incomplete, knocked out by the DB. Nice coverage from Deer Lakes. Tyler Mazares was the intended receiver on that play, and it was Connor Walker, the sophomore, with nice coverage on it as well.
Walker almost had the interception there. Would have been a huge momentum shift for the Lancers. Make something happen right after that tough fourth down play would have been huge. But still, like you said, great defense. That's what you like to see again against this dangerous team going deep. They were trying to make a statement immediately after the turnover.
So Prentice with a man to his left. They'll fake that one. They'll throw the slant route complete. That's to number 20 for North Catholic. That's Jack Fennell, and Fennell will get positive yards and a first down on that one. So the freshman getting the first down.
Plenty of time here for North Catholic to make something happen. 3 minutes left on the clock, and they still have all 3 of their timeouts. They're going to be looking to add to this lead before the end of the half.
So first down on the 45-yard line for North Catholic. Under 3 minutes remaining in the half. Clock keeps continuing to tick down. 2:45 now. As Prentice with Topinski to his right. He'll look to his left, and he'll throw that one complete. That one caught by number 2. That's Lasoni, and Lasoni gets the first down and all the way out to the 40-yard line for North Catholic. And the chains move, but the clock has stopped as they will spot the ball, And now the clock will continue. 2.5 minutes remaining here for North Catholic.
Trojans, they're in control right now. 2.5 minutes, 3 timeouts. They're going to try and lower this clock as low as possible before they try and potentially score another touchdown. Don't give the Lancers another opportunity.
Prentice to his right. He'll look deep. He's got a man downfield in the end zone. That one just out of the reach of number 9. That's Nicholas Mayer.
And great placement there by Joey Prentice. The place only his receiver could get it and launches that. I mean, what a throw, honestly. Very impressive and almost a huge play for the Trojans.
He threw that one about 45 yards down the field. Incomplete over the shoulder of Marr, so it only would have been caught by Marr if it was a completion, but just out of his reach, like you had mentioned. 2 minutes and 11 seconds remaining here in the second half. Second down and 10. All on the 40-yard line, 28-0 in this first half for North Catholic. Prentice will look to his left. He'll break one tackle, break another one, and he'll get to about the 35-yard line before being held up by several players for North Catholic.
It'll be third down and 5 for the Trojans. A minute 45 remaining in the first half.
A big opportunity here for Deer Lakes to get another stop. Stop the bleeding here. Regroup at halftime. A stop here is key for the Lancers.
Prentice to his left. That one blocked and deflected away. Nice defense from Connor Walker. Another nice play from him as he steps in front of the receiver and swats that ball away.
A couple quick plays there. And right there, reading the coverage, seeing that, and getting in front of it to just get a hand on it, that's what you want to see. And, again, huge stop here. Kind of stops that Trojans offense that's really been rolling since late in that first quarter and potentially gives you the chance 3 minutes, try and run a 2-minute drill, see if you can make something happen here in the end of the half.
So a timeout taken by the Lancers. As they look to reassess the play, it is fourth down and 5 for North Catholic. So a big play here for the Trojans. They're able to convert on fourth down. They'll have the clock rolling. They'll have about a minute 15 to see if they can get back into the end zone at the end of this second half here. If Deer Lakes can stop them, it'd be great to see nearing the end of this first half.
And if I'm Deer Lakes, I'm looking for that slant cross up the middle. That's what North Catholic is doing to get quick yards, fast play, open space. They have a bunch of different guys they can go to here. And again, you're going that 5 yards. They aren't trying to do anything fancy, trying to do something big here, score a touchdown. They're just trying to get that first down. And again, still 3 timeouts for North Catholic. And the Lancers, all of their timeouts are gone. They're trying to give themselves enough time on the clock to make something happen here. And it all comes down to this stop here.
So fourth down and 5 for North Catholic. Two wide receivers on the right side for Prentice. He's got Topinski on his left and two wide receivers on the left as well. Prentice in the shotgun. They will give it to Topinski. Topinski's going to get the first down and just get past the 30-yard line to about the 32-yard line. So North Catholic does convert on the fourth down. And with 1:20 remaining, they'll have a first down on the 32-yard line.
Great play call by Pat O'Shea right there. You know, Deer Lakes, they're playing a little bit back zone, trying to prevent that play up the middle of pass. And instead, they just go for the run. And Topinski takes advantage of the open space and gets enough yards for the first down.
So Topinski in the shotgun, or excuse me, Prentice in the shotgun, Topinski with him. They will shuffle it out to Topinski, and it'll be taken down right near the first down marker at about a gain of 9 yards on that play. And he does get out of bounds, so the clock, of course, stopping at 56 seconds.
This offense still rolling here. You got a minute left, and they can do stuff like that. They can run those options. They still have the timeouts to kill, which makes it extremely dangerous. They don't have to go to the air. They aren't relying on that. They don't necessarily have to get out of bounds. Plays like that help. It stops the clock, and it keeps them in control. But you're sitting here. You're at the 18-yard line right now. And, again, a lot of different options you can see them do, and that just makes it incredibly more challenging for this Deer Lakes defense to try and stop the Trojans.
So second down and 1 for North Catholic. 28-0 here on Iron Sports Network. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Alongside of me, Sam Anthony, I'm Spencer Witt. North Catholic, undefeated in the conference, undefeated in WPIAL play this year so far. This is a team that is very familiar with Heinz Field near around the Thanksgiving time. And they're looking to try and get themselves back there again this year. And so far in this game, at least, things have gone their way. The offense struggled a bit early on in the first quarter, but once they really found the rhythm, Deer Lakes had a little bit of issues trying to stop them.
And that's been the story of this game, man. You know, you started the beginning, Spencer. Great deep play by the Deer Lakes defense, making those stops early. Huge confidence boost. But again, offense struggling a little bit for the Lancers, and with the opportunities, the Trojans made the most of it.
Prentice rolls out to his left, had some pressure, so he'll take it himself. Gets to the 10-yard line and gets taken out of bounds at around the 5-yard line. So it'll be a first down for North Catholic, and more importantly, getting out of bounds. So with 48 seconds left in this half, North Catholic will look to try and put more points on the board.
North Catholic in recent history in this last run, again, they're going for their 4th straight conference title, have certainly had no lack of great quarterback play. Joey Prentice coming in, this is his first year as a starter. Before that, you had Zach Rocco, who put up incredible numbers. He threw over almost 6,000 yards as a starter for North Catholic.
That one tossed over towards a wide receiver who had a step on the defender. That was 25 for North Catholic, Matthias Benson. And Benson was not able to haul it in, but no harm in that one, an incomplete pass, and only a couple seconds tick off the clock. We're down to 44 seconds in the second half.
So 3 more opportunities if you want to just try and go for the score here. 2 more if you're going to go kick the field goal still, but again, points easily on the board here probably for North Catholic.
They will fake the handoff, and that one brought right back down by Deer Lakes. I thought Prentice almost fumbled that ball.
It did look like he lost it for a second. Was able to fall on that ball.
It looked like it bounced up perfectly back to him after it had fallen. I thought that's what I saw was the ball on the ground there. Deer Lakes was able to stop him from getting any yards. In fact, he actually lost a yard on that play.
And that was a great play. You knew that they were going to get Prentice involved somehow. They were able to get to him quick before he could lateral it off, do something else with it. And it takes bodies to take down Joey Prentice. It's not just one, and it was a great job by that Deer Lakes defense. Again, just crowd him, get in there, lots of guys on him, and make it difficult for him to move around.
More importantly, it forced North Catholic to take a timeout. 36 seconds remaining in the first half. So 3rd down and goal for the Trojans.
If you're the Trojans here and you get 4th down, I would think they would consider going for it. You just go, you get another jump shot, you have the big lead, not necessarily a huge risk in terms of that, but 35 points could really help put this game even more out of hand.
The North Catholic, you got to think, Sam, that it's either going to be Topinski or Prentice who's going to take it. And they're going to see, is it going to be the fake handoff and Prentice keep it himself, or they're going to give it to Topinski? Deer Lakes, though, I think you got to think that they're expecting one of the two runs, and they're going to have guys kind of
And that's exactly the
them.
point. And if I'm Deer Lakes, I'm looking for number 9 right at the end there, and that's going to be Nick Marr. He's going to be a guy. Do you bring him on the inside, outside? But it's one-on-one coverage. It looks like individually. We'll see what they run. But I think Joey Prentice right now in the shotgun goes to him.
No one with Prentice, so he'll turn to his right, throw that one out of the hands of number 20 for Jack Fennell. Fennell had a defender right on him too, so not sure if he would have been able to score on it either. But regardless, it's 4th down with 33 seconds remaining in the first half for North Catholic. And definitely, Sam, they're going to go for it here on 4th.
Yep, you're knocking at the doorstep here. A chance to, again, put another nail in the coffin if you're North Catholic here. Build yourself a bigger lead going into halftime. Seems like a no-brainer right now to go for it.
Topinski was right. A man in motion. Topinski looks, throws. That one just out of the reach of Marr. Marr was open. What? Deer Lakes had pressure on Topinski, and they get the stop on 4th down.
And great rush by the Deer Lakes pass rush right there. They forced pressure on him, and that forced the bad throw by Joey Prentice, and that's a huge stop. You stop the bleeding a little bit. You make a big stop, and again, that's a huge confidence boost going into the half. You're Tim Burke. You're going to bring these guys in. You're going to regroup. You're going to say, all right, guys, second half, new half. Let's clean the slate. Let's make something happen here.
So Deer Lakes will get the ball back at their own 5 or 6 yard line, with 28 seconds on the clock. We'll see what they do with the little time that they have and the little room that they have to work with here for Deer Lakes. Burke with a man to his left. They will give it to the running back. And that is number 28, who's still going and had a little bit of room to work with, but he's taken down, and a flag is being thrown on the play. That was Colton Bach, who broke 2 tackles. He was taken down. I believe we're going to get what might have been like a taunting call after the play. They took him down. I think North Catholic might have flipped a football after that play, but we'll see what the call is. Might have had more of an unsportsmanlike conduct. I think that was number 5 for North Catholic, Isaiah Jackson, who had made the stop.
Yep, and you can't do anything like that. The referees, they're going to be strict about that. They're going to call you on it. And luckily for North Catholic here, 16 seconds left in the half. It's probably not going to hurt you as much. But still, as a coach, you don't want to see those things from your players. You want to say, hey, let's be professional, courteous here, and not let the emotions of the game get in the way.
Clock continuing to tick down 5 seconds, so that looks like we're going to see the final play here as Bach is taken down right when the snap is taken. They do get it off, but nothing going there and nothing going offensively so far for Deer Lakes. After a slow start from North Catholic, the offense has been moving for the Trojans, but on the last possession, Deer Lakes forced the 4th down stop near their own goal. So that makes it 28-0.
At the end of the first half, step aside real quick for Senior Day festivities and, of course, the Deer Lakes Marching Band. 28-0 North Catholic here on the Iron Sports Network.
to time that any better. So where are they? Officially, you know, but they're playing outdoors. They're playing outdoors. We had a couple. I think the last thing Andrew did was at the gym. I think it's open gym. I think it's called open gym now. So, who the hell knows anymore? It just open gym practice.
Welcome back. Rolling Time, Pennsylvania. Please welcome the Deer Lake High School Marching Band.
They lost. They lost 6.
Deer Lake 2020 program is entitled Moonlight Speaking. The Deer Lake School District is proud to present drum major Tristan Hyman and Jay Kyle Cockwell and the Deer Lake High School Marching Band.
Was Isaiah? So it's Isaiah and Andrew. And then probably Matthew.
The Deer Lakes Marching Band is under the direction of Mr. Christopher Snyder, with assistance from Matt Berchenko, Samantha Berchenko, Kelly Rarico, William Walker, and Natalie King. Ladies and gentlemen, the Deer Lakes High School Marching Band.
For as long as Trevor's had
I did. Wow, I went there quick. You did. That was a nice segment. Yeah, I always seem to walk into that. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. All right. Well, nice talking to you. Take care, man. Well, they were feeling us out. First time.
Right. Welcome back here on Iron Sports Network. 28-0. North Catholic over Deer Lakes. Ready to begin the second half. It's senior night, homecoming night, I should say, for Deer Lakes. 28-0 North Catholic. It's been all of the Trojans offensively. North Catholic was able to get some momentum near the end of that first half, but they were not able to produce anything out of it. They were trying to do something a little bit different here in the second half. North Catholic just going to continue what they were doing in that second quarter, especially. Thank you so much for tuning in here on a cooler Friday night here in Chester, Pennsylvania, alongside me, Sam Anthony. I'm Spencer. Sam, what are your thoughts in the first half, and what are you expecting in the second half for both of these teams?
Well, as always, it has been the story this season. North Catholic has been coaches. The reason why they're going to be a team to watch going into the Whitfield playoffs. But I really liked what I saw from the Deer Lakes offense and defense on this match. You had a big stop at the goal line, but then you also had some really big plays. And again, I'd like to give a shout out to the performance of Colton Ball, number 28, for Deer Lakes. He had some huge runs. He's hard to tackle. You saw him bouncing off blockers. And that's what we're going to see. He's going to be a difference maker if this offense wants to keep momentum going. And with Deer Lakes getting the ball here to start the half, that's what I expect them to do. It's a little easier for your freshman to play. And again, for Deer Lakes here, they're down 28-0. They can then drive some first and there he is right there. That's probably what the coaching staff's telling him. You're a great player. You're doing great things. All good. Just keep it going. Take what's available to you and make it difficult for them. They're a tough team, and everything that he's been able to get, all the yards he's been able to get, that's a huge advantage.
Block after that initial fumble. Able to collect himself back on the next possession. 5 more yards for Deer Lakes. We talked about it earlier, I think. We talked about it. It's a learning curve for the quarterback there for Deer Lakes. And you saw plays where he understood the situation. You saw some plays where he was learning. One of the two big plays I think for me that I mentioned, that I noticed, was a play where he was under pressure, just threw the ball in the air, and got deflected. The other one was under pressure, fourth down, was able to see his receiver. Couldn't get that first down, but he was able to read the receiver. Once again, thank you again so much for tuning in here. We're about to begin the second half. The Iron Sports Network is looking to partner with local companies and schools who are interested in broadcasts like these and interested in getting the word out about your own or local business or local school and sporting events. Email ironsportsnetwork@gmail.com to advertise with us.
I gotta give credit to our producer, and we'll do this together. He's been running around all games since again our inaugural broadcast here. So we'll be getting back to what happens. And it's great. We want to thank everyone again for tuning in to watching this game. And get ready for a great second half.
Thank everyone who has been tuning in here on YouTube and also been leaving comments, positive criticism, constructive criticism, what they like, what they dislike, what they've seen so far. We really, first off, we do read the comments and we want to learn more as to how we can make this better. And number two, we're really trying to give you the best quality content we can when it comes to high school football. Western Pennsylvania high school football has always been one of the top football, especially in the Northeast. We can give you that quality content, especially in, I gotta say it, in a time of COVID, a time like this where you have the nice comfort of your couch, we want to give you quality broadcast and everything we can here. Deer Lakes can do everything they can to try
On the
and get
kickoff
their offense
for
going.
North Catholic, number 31, Daniel Long.
From North Catholic. Daniel Long will send that one down the field, and we're back underway here for the second half. That one collected by Deer Lakes, taken down for
Number 15, Brandon College on the return.
Brandon College was on the return. He gets to about the 30-yard line. The offense for the Lancers will start up for the first time in the second.
Field position, like we said, we can see how this offense adjusts. Slower start, but there were things you really liked, but they really finished that first half, and let's see if they can build on those things. Again, look at the first. Those guys that, again, showed what they can do. And again, first thing I'm doing, if I'm Deer Lakes, I'm getting back up, I'm getting to a running back, making big plays, and let them have that opportunity.
Bucky is lined up behind Burke. Let's see. Shotgun.
Yeah, I'll see.
He'll give it to Bucky. He'll get a couple yards on that one. Driving
28,
forward,
Colton Bach on the carry.
On the play. Bring up second down for the Lancers.
Tackled by 28, Pierce Corey.
12 minutes on the clock for each quarter. Clock is continuously ticking down now, as you can see. 11:33 left in this second half. Second down and 8. Giving him 2 yards on the play. Clock in the backfield again. Player going offside. Looks like, although North Catholic thinks it's a false start, we'll see what the referee is going to call it. It's always the blame game, but who is actually going to be blamed? This time it's going to be North Catholic. It was number 28, Pierce Corey.
Flag on the play is offsides against the Trojans.
Second time today. The,
5-yard penalty. Second down and 3 for the Lancers.
You got a short second and 3 here. A lot of different things you can do. This could be your opportunity to spread the field. Like a big second third and short. You can try and make it happen. I'd love to see what Coach Burke's going to decide here with his offense. This could be a huge momentum to take advantage of a second and short here.
Second and 3. They will give it to the running back. Not going to get anywhere.
Colton Bach on the carry.
From North Catholic, that was 31 who was the first one to get that. Daniel Long.
Tackled by number 31, Daniel Long.
So Daniel Long on the stop, and that will bring down.
And number 52, Tyler Primrose.
For the Lancers, about 4 yards.
Third and short for Deer Lakes.
On this play.
You look at this Trojan defense here, they're loading the clock. They have consistently 7, 8 guys in tight. They're running a blitz here, watching third down. They're going to try and get quick pressure on Burke, force him to make a play.
Will Burke respond here. Pressure does come up from the middle, but good blocking. They roll out to his left, throw that one complete. That one caught for Deer Lakes, and he is going. It's the wide receiver, number 15, Brandon Coolidge, who scores for the Lancers. Touchdown, Deer Lakes. And just like that, a big play for the Lancers to get themselves back into this and get that momentum going out in the second half.
And fantastic play. Calm presence in the pocket with Derek Burke right there. They had the blitz, they rushed 5 guys with the best running back, and he patiently sat back and waited for the play. That was the play. That was the design the whole time, and it paid off for Deer Lakes, and that's huge. I mean, that's their first touchdown in 4 weeks. That's exciting for the offense. That's what you want to see from your young quarterback. More of that to come.
By far, the best presence of mind from Burke on that one. So the extra point here for Deer Lakes. Lining up, and that one put awkwardly.
Extra point attempt is no good.
Kicker, number 18. Work, so no good, I should say.
Still left the time.
Kicking off for the Lancers, number 18, Nate Burke.
It's make a play, it's make a stop. And we'll see what that defense does.
Back to receive for the Trojans, number 5, Isaiah Jackson.
Kickoff from Deer Lakes is a squib kick taken by number 20 for North Catholic. We've got room on the right side as well, and he will go. That is number 20 for North Catholic, Jack Fennell. And Fennell being taken down at around the 15-yard line, so a good response.
On the return, number 20, Jack Fennell.
And Deer Lakes trying to keep it away from the dangerous returners.
On the tackle, number 23, Brandon
They're still able to make
Bedelia.
something happen. You get the ball to Fennell, and he runs and makes a great play.
So it'll be a first down for North Catholic. And let's see what the offense will do. Prentice, they're going to give it to Topinski, and Topinski will be taken down. Only a couple yards on that run for Topinski. But the Trojans are in very good field position to start their offense.
And we saw it at the end of the second half, a big stop in the red zone. Let's see if they can go 2 for 2 in terms of the last 2 red zone opportunities for North Catholic.
Second down and 9. The penalty is going to be, the flag is going to be thrown. See what the call is. See the ball moving forward, so going to be a penalty on Deer Lakes.
A jump of their own there, and again, dangerous offense in North Catholic. Can't give them any ground. They're already in great field position here, and it just opens up for a big opportunity for the Trojans.
It'll be 2nd down and 4. Prentice over to number 5, cutting it back and scoring. Isaiah Jackson for North Catholic, and just like that, the Trojans respond well. They did for the touchdown. Jackson with a nice cut move to cut back in, and he scores easily.
Again, this Trojans team, they're opportunistic. No matter who you're going to get the ball to, no matter where, again, you see them, Deer Lake squibbing that kickoff, trying to prevent a big return, ends up with their biggest return, best field position of the game, and a quick score, and they're going to do that to you. They're going to respond quick. And again, this offense dangerous, lots of different weapons to go to, and just like that, Deer Lakes gets on the board, but North Catholic's quick response, about a minute between those touchdowns.
And not even just under 9 minutes here in the third quarter. Made an extra point, made it 35-6. So we saw 4 running touchdowns from North Catholic to start this game. And then after the Deer Lakes passing touchdown, that one was complete to Brandon Coolidge to put the Lancers on the board. It was Isaiah Jackson who got a touchdown pass from Joey Prentice.
And if you look at the way that this North Catholic offense operates, they've taken the deep shots today, but a lot of their big plays have come from short screens like that. You have a guy, he hits the open field, he hits 1 or 2 guys, blockers ahead of him, and they can make something happen. And again, that's a great job play calling to make those things happen. You trust your guys. You believe that when you give them the open field, they can make the plays.
So North Catholic will kick off. They're on 40-yard line. A couple of players back for the Lancers to receive the kickoff. This one's going to be a squib kick this time, muffed by one player for Deer Lakes, and a smart play by number 10. That's Fletcher Hammond just diving on the ball. I think the good idea from North Catholic especially, just kind of squib that ball, let it bounce. We saw one miscue on the special teams for Deer Lakes early on in this beginning of this game. It was actually the man who scored the touchdown. Brandon Coolidge had a little bit of problems handling the ball at the beginning of the game. This time on the squib kick there, that ball going right by one player, and it was covered up by Deer Lakes. They covered it at the 30-yard line, and that's where they will start their offense.
Here we go. Take 2 here for this Deer Lakes offense. Great start. Let's see if they can keep it going here. Just would be a good sign for this young offense.
Bach in the backfield. They're going to give it to him, but they are not going to get anywhere. Correction, that's 24. Who is 24 was the number of the player there who took the run. That's when here, Chris Blatnick. On our roster, the sophomore. He'll be in the backfield again along with Burke. He's on his left side this time. One wide receiver on each side as well. A man in motion for Deer Lakes. Burke will look over to his left. That one is complete. No, it is. Yes, it is complete. Correction. Complete to number 40, or on the 40-yard line to a Deer Lakes player. He is down and slow to get up. Was number 15. That's Brandon Coolidge. Coolidge took a little bit of a shot there after that catch, but nice completion.
And great job holding on to that football. Like you said, took a shot on a tight play, man coverage. And just great play.
Coolidge did get the first down for Deer Lakes. His man with the touchdown. Got a minute here real quick. Let's go over as Coolidge is going to get up. Look at the schedule for Deer Lakes. Deer Lakes takes on South Allegheny later on this season. That's on the 23rd. On the other side for North Catholic, they take on Freeport on the 23rd as well.
And that's a big game for Freeport right now. They're undefeated in conference play, but they're fighting for that second spot. Only the top 2 seeds in a conference are guaranteed a playoff spot, and they're trying to edge off East Allegheny, and that could be tough, and especially this year, it could come down to a committee that decides who gets into the playoffs.
Burke is going to keep that one as no one even near him until he was finally touched out of bounds by number 5. So nice couple yards on the fake handoff, and Burke just kept it himself and rolled to the right for about 5 yards.
I really like what this Deer Lakes offense has done so far in the second half, Spencer. You're talking about small plays, a variety of plays, keeping people on their toes. Derek Burke, not particularly known for a quarterback who can run, but you make that happen. You get 4 yards, and all of a sudden, you're getting that movement. You're moving forward. You're creating more options for your offense. And you're the defense that has to anticipate. And again, you see them constantly loading the box. Lots of guys, it looks like man coverage.
And that run for Deer Lakes is going to get about 5 yards as well, just a yard short of the first down.
And North Catholic, they keep sending those rushers off the edge, and they beat the linemen, but a great job, again, play call, calling the handoff. You have those guys coming around, and it leaves the space for the running back to go make something happen. And now you got a 3rd and short here. And again, lots of options. I want to see what they're going to run here. Look for a short screen or a pass in the shotgun formation here.
Chris Blatnick gaining 4 yards for Deer Lakes, 3rd and 1. Blatnick to the right of Burke. Burke will roll to his left. He's going to try and get somewhere, but great presence and great closing speed from Nicholas Marr, and Marr taking him down before Burke could get anywhere, and it's down to 4th down.
And Nick Marr, he's fast, and he got off that snap quick. And again, they tried to run that run. It looked like, Burke couldn't have anything happen. The great job by the defensive line, really leave him no room to go. And when he was stuck in the back, Marr just came around and finished the play.
Marr read that play before it even started. It was a great jump from him to get to Burke as well before Burke, like you said, could make any movement, find a hole to get into. It actually resulted in a 2-yard loss. So 4th and 3 at the 46-yard line, and Deer Lakes is going to go for it here. It's a big play here for the Lancers. Burke with a man next to him, and a flag is thrown. I believe the play clock is done. So, yeah, they wanted to see if they could get North Catholic to jump off sides. They couldn't. So the play will move a couple more yards back. Deer Lakes will have to work with even more yards to try and gain.
Looks like they're still going for it. Again, big deficit. You got the second half here, try and make something happen. And let's see, again, this offense, they've been moving the ball. You have more confidence as a coach to call play, put these guys in a position. But now, like you said, 4th and 8, you got a lot more work to do. And they're going to have to air it out now. No choice in that matter. And let's see who they go to here.
So Derek Burke, the man to his right, 4th and 8. He's going to air it out to the left side. That one out of the reach of 26. No flags on the play. And that will be a turnover on downs for Deer Lakes. It was 26 to the intended receiver, Wayne Love, the freshman for the Lancers.
And one-on-one coverage there, that's what you want. Burke trying to lead him into a place where he could just get the ball. He did have the edge in terms of that, but just, again, not the right spot. That's a tough play, and you like the fact that your coach has faith in your quarterback to go and make those plays. Even as a young quarterback in Burke, try and make those things happen. It was a good play call, and those are the plays that eventually you're going to be able to run.
So North Catholic taking over. Pressure on the quarterback, trying to get him, and they do pull him down. Prentice goes down, and it was a player for Deer Lakes, number 45, Jake Timmons.
Great play and great job by Timmons to stay with it there. And again, he fell down, but he was still looking, still working, and you love to see that from one of your guys. And that's a big play. Joey Prentice, like we've said all game, he's a tough guy to take down. That's the first sack of the game, but that's huge. You like to see that from your defense. Great rush.
Timmons was able to just hold on to Prentice's legs and pull him down. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 20, 6.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Prentice will step back very far. It's going to be a running back screen. Half-pass King Topinski with a stiff arm. And he goes upfield to the 40, 35, 30, and then pushing over players. And finally, he does step out, though, at the 20-yard line. Bullying people over was number 3, Kyle Topinski.
And can we talk about that stiff arm? Oh, my goodness. That was the difference maker on that run. All of a sudden, it looks like he's caught. He's not going to get a lot of gain. All of a sudden, open field. Again, that's what makes North Catholic so dangerous. These guys are tough to take down. They're big. They're strong. And, again, you get him loose in the open field, and big things can happen. And here comes North Catholic once again continuing to drive.
We talked about a lot of broken tackles for Topinski, but that stiff arm was more than just a regular broken tackle. It was a message.
You want to get that. If you have a huddle reel, that better be on it.
And they'll give it to Topinski again. He'll cut to the right side. He's got blockers to the 5 and touchdown
For North Catholic, basically untouched for Kyle Topinski, and the Trojans score again.
And we can say a lot about Topinski as a runner. Again, we saw the stiff arm in the last play, but you got to give a lot of credit to the blocking there. And what you love from a team is when you can get blocking from guys like your receivers. Deep down, great. And again, he was basically untouched going into the end zone because the blocking was so good.
Yeah, it was Topinski who was untouched. And like you had mentioned, that blocking from especially the wide receivers there was one of the reasons why they were able to score. Ethan Marisco with the extra point for North Catholic, and it makes it 42-6. So North Catholic picking up right where they left off in the first half. A couple scores for the Trojans. This time it was Topinski with the run. That's his second rushing touchdown of the evening.
There's so many offensive weapons on this team, Spencer. It's really unbelievable. Again, they get to Joey Prentice, they get the pressure early, and they simplify things. It's second and long. What do? They throw the screen. You let your offense make the plays. You trust your playmakers. I'm going to reemphasize that all night long till the clock hits double zeros. North Catholic has a ton of playmakers. They trust their guys. They believe they can make those plays. And Pat O'Shea, he puts his guys in positions to be successful. And when he does that, it doesn't matter who the ball it seems like they get to, makes it happen. And that offense, man, when they get to the playoffs, they're going to be tough to stop no matter who they're facing.
42-6, 6 minutes exactly remaining in the third quarter. We're reaching running clock time as we approach the end of the third quarter. Clock is continuing to run as a fair catch was called on the play off the kickoff to Deer Lakes. So Deer Lakes will look to come back out on the field. And Sam, real quick, I think, just give me kind of 30 seconds. What are you expecting out of Deer Lakes compared to we saw the first drive compared to this past drive? What do you want to see out of them from the first drive they scored compared to this last drive?
I want to see, if I'm Tim Burke, I'm the head coach, I want you to have faith in your playmakers. I want to see guys like Derek Burke making plays. I want to see guys like Bob making plays. Put it in the hands of your playmakers. Seth Schuba, we haven't seen a lot from him today. Would love to see stuff from him.
Bouncing off of one tackle and moving forward was Colton Bach. He got about a yard on that one, and he earned all of that yard if he bounced off of the big scrap right near the center. But a North Catholic player was able to get there right before he could get anywhere with it. A gain of about a yard, maybe 2. So it's second down and 8 for for Deer Lakes, excuse me.
But you still like to see that from Colton Bach. I would like to say, bouncing off blockers. He understands, take what's given to you. And he's made something out of nothing and a lot of plays tonight. And they continue to give him the ball because they believe he can be that guy for them.
Man in motion for Deer Lakes. They give it off to the running back and growing up to the right side. That's 28 again. Colton Bach, a big run for him as he gets down to the 44-yard line.
And again, making something, and we say making something out of nothing. Great blocking there, and he took advantage of the opportunity, and that's the kind of stuff he can do if he gets a good blocking in front of him. And again, big credit to the offensive line there. Huge hole for him to hit in a big game, and that's what you want to see. Trust the playmakers. I said that for North Catholic. Put it in your guys' hands, and again, you see you're trusting Derek Burke to try and make that throw on fourth down, and Bach in the early downs to get that ball moving and create those opportunities. And again, now you're in enemy territory. Let's keep it rolling.
Bach finding the seam and gaining about 20 on that run. First down and 10, 3.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. They will give it to Bach again, and he is met by a player for North Catholic, 31 to be specific, Daniel Long, who throws him down on the ground, but a gain of 4 yards.
And just keep feeding Colton Bach, Spencer, because he wants to eat right now. Keep moving the ball forward. Let's roll. This, again, 4 yards there, and they're just going to keep doing it until North Catholic can stop them. And again, they love to blitz. They love to rush lots of guys, and we're going to see what they do here. Because right now, again, outside, inside, it's almost, again, seeing what they're going to run here, but let's see what North Catholic does. I bet you they send everybody on this play.
North Catholic really stacking the box for the Trojans, and a player is going to have a false start there on Deer Lakes. I think it was number 9, Dylan Moore. Moore, you saw his head go up in the air. He was disappointed in himself there because he knew it. So they'll have to put the ball a little bit farther back. It'll be 2nd and 11 now this time for Deer Lakes.
I will say, though, Spencer, it has been a relatively clean ball game in terms of penalties. We haven't really seen a lot of false starts. We've seen our share of a jump or two, but it hasn't been anything that, as a coach, I would be overly concerned about. Both sides, pretty good so far.
2nd and 11. 2 minutes and 15 seconds here in the third quarter. They'll give it to Bach, and Bach met immediately by number 52 for North Catholic. That's Tyler Primrose, and it'll be 3rd down, and I believe a no gain on that one. Yep, so it'll be 3rd and 11 for Deer Lakes.
And North Catholic stacking the box. They said, hey, you're going to keep doing that. We're going to make sure it doesn't happen this time. And, again, that's what you got to do. Force them to switch it up, do different things. And, you can't blame Deer Lakes for running what was working there. But now you got a 3rd and long, and you're going to have to air it out, essentially right here. And, again, it's another situation. Let's see what this young quarterback can do if he can hit a play. And, again, look at the top there. See what they can do.
2 wide receivers on the top of your screen. Burke rolling to his left. Now he's going to go backwards. Tries to get around the bend. Has pressure on him. He'll air it out. Over to number 26 and just out of the reach of Wayne Love for Deer Lakes. So Deer Lakes not able to get anything there on the 3rd down play. And it's now 4th and 11. And that punter is going to keep his feet on the ground, as Deer Lakes looking like they're going to go for it again here on 4th and 11.
And again, you're down
nothing to lose. You got both of us on a mic.
Hey, but no place I'd rather be on a Friday night than with Spencer Witt calling some high school football here in Pennsylvania.
And no place I'd rather be on a Friday night than speaking to you. We thank all of you so much for tuning in here on Iron Sports Network. 42-6, North Catholic up on Deer Lakes. Been a good game for the Trojans so far. Seen some bright spots for Deer Lakes, but solid all around for North Catholic, and they're proving the reason they're undefeated for a reason. 38.5 seconds here in the third quarter. On a cold night, starting to get cold. Once the sun went down, it really started to drop in temperature, about 40 degrees. One of the coldest nights we've seen so far in a while here, but that's football weather for you, especially in Western Pennsylvania. So 4th and 11 here. The clock continues to roll at 35 seconds. Burke looking to his left. He's going to air it out. He's got a man down there. And catching that one complete. North Catholic thinks he bobbled it, but he did not. What's the referee going to call it? No, it's going to be incomplete. Oh, I'll tell you what. Jimmy Haslett really sold that one. I thought he caught it.
And that's a tough call. And again, we don't have a closer look necessarily, but again, I love the play call. Again, go deep, trust your guy, make it happen, and that was a great play. It really was one-on-one opportunity, and anything could happen, especially in high school football.
Third quarter ending. We'll have one final quarter here as the Trojans up 42-6, and they will also get the ball to start the fourth quarter here on the Iron Sports Network. So Deer Lake's not able to convert on that 4th down. It was the right idea, right play call and everything. They're just not able to be hauled in by the senior Jimmy Haslett for the Lancers.
But I will say, Spencer, again, you have to be happy with what you've seen from this Deer Lakes offense. An offense that has struggled coming into this game, but they've made some plays. They've shown some stuff that you can be excited about. And, they've shown stuff against a tough North Catholic defense. I think that's the bigger thing to talk about is the fact that North Catholic has been allowing about 7 points per game. And Deer Lakes, they've come out in the second half, and they've been able to move the ball. And, again, you're not necessarily hanging on the scoreboard, but you have to be excited about what you see.
So North Catholic will have possession. And this time they will be going from left to right. We got a new quarterback in. Looks like for North Catholic. It's Jason Sickett. Jason Sickett, the freshman for the Trojans, getting some playing time here as Trojans up 42-6. He's got a man to his right, 3 behind him. Three to his right as well, and he will toss it over to number 6. It's Carton. Excuse me, that was number 5. Correction. That was Isaiah Jackson, and Jackson only got a couple yards on that one. A quick screen pass resulted in about 3 yards, and it's 2nd and 7.
I love their screenplays, Spencer. They keep going up all night. Open space, let your playmakers eat. Let's go. And that's why they've been so successful today. They've been able to beat you long. They've been able to beat you short. And they're tough to tackle. It's been one of those things where all these guys, they're great in the open field. And we've got to give a credit to the coaching staff for being able to do that.
So if Prentice does not come back into the game, he ends with 2 rushing touchdowns and a throwing touchdown, passing touchdown, excuse me. A solid night for the quarterback for North Catholic. That one moving forward as well for the Trojans. It'll be 3rd down and 2 with 11 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter.
And Spencer, that gives him 23 total touchdowns on the year. I'm talking about 9 rushing, 14 passing touchdowns. The guy that's proven he can do everything. And another guy that's proven to be helpful, and both offensively and defensively, a guy we talked about all game, Nick Marr. He's been great. And again, another guy that's been huge in the open field and certainly helps a guy like Joey Prentice make plays.
They'll give it to Jackson. Jackson breaking a tackle and cutting it back upfield to the sidelines. The 10, the 5, touchdown, North Catholic. It's Isaiah Jackson making moves and cutting by defenders to score for the Trojans.
Here we go. This has been the story of the night, Spencer. These huge chunk plays by the Trojans. They've been able to make it happen in all these different ways. And again, you get Joey Prentice out of the game, but you're still hitting these playmakers like Isaiah Jackson. And again, watching down the line, who was leading the block there was Nick Marr. Great blocking, keeping those guys off the edge and giving him the space to go score.
Extra point attempt for North Catholic is good. It'll make it 49-6. A great play call from North Catholic. They had Jackson in motion. It was the pitch right to him, and he was able to go from left to right, get to the sidelines, and it was all daylight to the end zone for him after that one.
And hey, Spencer, you know what? No matter what happens here, it's got to be an exciting night of football. It's homecoming here for Deer Lakes. Again, a football season that going into this was in question. What was going to happen, and so far, again, Deer Lakes, they've been safe. Both these teams have, avoided the worst case scenarios, and they've been able to play through their seasons. And no matter what, that's something you got to be excited about.
So we'll have the kickoff. One thing to note, we've got a Fletcher Hammond warming up down over on the sidelines for Deer Lakes.
And Hammond, he was part of the QB battle at the beginning of the season. It was between him and Derek Burke, who ultimately became the starter. But a guy that they talked about in that conversation, a junior, a little bit more experience playing in the Whitfield, playing high school football. And again, they had to go in and replace Harris Hazley, who had an incredible career for the Lancers. And again, it was one of those key losses for Deer Lakes heading into this season. And it should be interesting to see if they decide to bring him in for the end of this game.
Both him and Nate Ryan are tossing the pigskin around, so we'll see which quarterback will come in for Deer Lakes if it's a new quarterback. Kickoff sent down about the 15-yard line, picked up. They're going to toss it over, a lateral over to the right side. A little trickery there.
I love it. You know, why not? Make something happen, and he almost got loose there on the edge. You know, throw you off. You know, hey, we love a little creativity here, Spencer.
Deer Lakes had a bit of daylight on that far side, but he was pushed out by the North Catholic player. We'll see who will come out for the Lancers. 7 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Like we mentioned, continuous clock running. And it is going to be Fletcher Hammond. So if that's it for the quarterback for Deer Lakes, Derek Burke, he ends with a passing touchdown. No interceptions on the night for Burke, which was something that he had a little bit of issues early on this season. That one given to number 9 and being pulled down, grabbed by the jersey. Luke Davis couldn't go anywhere on that one because the big fella, number 72, Tyler Musto, was all over him.
And Deer
I
Lakes,
haven't mentioned much real quick about that defensive line for North Catholic, but they've applied a lot of pressure.
unbelievable. I mean,
Derek Burke.
we can talk about this offense all night, but again, like you said, the pressure's been great. And even when they're not sending 7 guys, these guys, and the edge rushers especially, they've been getting off the edge quick. They've been making it tough for this offensive line. And again, they're doing a great job.
Now that one, a bad pass from Hammond. It's picked off right to number 54, who will score for North Catholic. Robbie Kress had to just stand there and collect that one right into his chest, and he takes it to the house for a touchdown for the Trojans. So I don't want to say we jinxed it when it came to Deer Lakes throwing any picks, but immediately afterwards, Fletcher Hammond on the unfortunate side there with a pick.
But I will say one of the things that we did talk about was this pass rush. It makes the quarterback feel like they got to get the ball off quick, make those quick decisions. And again, Fletcher Hammond coming off, making one of his first throws of the game, you know, not playing this whole – he's been playing defensively during the game, but coming back in at quarterback, and again, it gets a really tough North Catholic defense. That's a tough challenge, and those are the things that are going to happen.
So 56-6 as the extra point was good. A bit of a miscue, as you could tell it was a slant route, but Hammond just way too early, and the pass was way too far ahead of the intended receiver, and it went right to Kress.
Yeah, he was basically waiting for it right there. And again, great job, patient, follow the quarterback side. Like the slant was ahead, and you know that's an easy play. But again, making the most of those opportunities, and you know you got to give again. This North Catholic defense has been everything that they've been all season tonight. And again, great job, and that's why the score is the way it is right now.
We saw Fletcher Hammond on the sideline. Saw his quarterback, Padres, Nate Ryan. I console him a little bit, as that was a tough play on one of basically his first pass play of the evening for Fletcher Hammond. But on the bright side, the silver lining is that Deer Lakes will get the ball back. It's 56-6 is the score here in the fourth quarter.
And hey, you know, time on the clock, Fletcher Hammond's going to get another shot here. Just understand those things that are going to happen. Simplify yourself. And again, he's going to understand what he did, and he's going to go back. And I look to see that adjustment on the next play here.
Long with the squib kick. That one fielded and muffed a little bit by Deer Lakes. That one I think hit off the foot of the guy who got there first. And it was 24 who was kicked right to Chris Blatnick, but Blatnick was able to recover in time.
There you go, and that's what they've been doing all day. They've been forcing the squibs, you know, these guys up front on the kickoff to make something happen. And you know, again, they're falling on it and they're getting good field position. So that's you know, nothing bad has come out of this. You know.
The clock continues to run. 3 minutes, 45 seconds on the clock. Ball at the 39-yard line for Deer Lakes. And we'll get a little bit of time here to redeem himself. This play is going to be a run play, and it's number 24. The nice rush for Deer Lakes. That was Chris Blatnick. Blatnick getting some positive yards, about 21 to be exact, or excuse me, 11 to be exact.
Couple big runs from the Lancers today. I mean, again, they've been able a couple times tonight to bust it up the middle and make something happen.
Ball right at midfield, right on the Deer Lakes logo. It'll be Hammond in the shotgun. Man behind him, 2 wide receivers on his left. They're going to fake the throw, and it will be Blatnick again, who will get positive yards again. 5 more yards for Deer Lakes. He was taken down by a couple players there for North Catholic. 36 was one of them over there.
Good job,
That was Blake Primrose. Along with a couple other players for the Trojans. $2:15 remaining in the fourth quarter. 2 men to his left. They will give it to Blatnick. Blatnick will keep pushing. How many more yards can he get? The correct answer is about 7.
Good, that's what I picked. I guessed it in my head, actually. It was 7.
You got the lottery numbers for tomorrow, too?
I'll tell you after the broadcast, though. We can't let everybody know.
Minute 45 here, 56-6. First down and 10 for Deer Lakes as they're in North Catholic territory. Hammond has a player on each side of him. It looks like they will give it to number 24. That's Blatnick again, and Blatnick will move forward. Continuing to get a couple yards, and that time it is, I believe, 7 again. 6 yards.
And Blatnick, they're going to keep going to him. He's getting a lot of action late in this game, and it's working so far. Great job again by the running game tonight for Deer Lakes. They have been able to make some things happen.
So second down with a minute remaining here in the fourth. They're going to keep giving it to Blatnick, and Blatnick's getting pulled down, and several players are all over him. Clock continues to run. How many more plays will Deer Lakes be able to get off? It was a first down.
And again, we talked about Hammond getting another shot after his interception. Clock's winding down. You're driving here. You want to try and get a last score. Let's see him ball out. Let's see him try and go to the end zone. You're 26 yards away. The clock's winding down. You're only going to have a handful, maybe 1 or 2 more plays. Let's see what they do here.
Yeah, you got to air it out at least a little bit here if you're Deer Lakes. You want to see if you're Hammond, try and see what you can do. But they are going to give it to number 24. That's Blatnick, and Blatnick is not going to get anywhere with it. And with the final 20 seconds remaining, unless they are able to get to the ball quickly, that looks like that will be all she wrote here in Cheswick, PA. And that's exactly what it is. Final score here in Cheswick, PA. North Catholic defeats the Deer Lakes Lancers by a score of 56-6. It was exactly what we really expected from a North Catholic team that has dominated all the teams that they have played so far this year, and it really showed against this Deer Lakes Lancers team.
And with this win, Spencer, North Catholic has now clinched for the 4th straight season at least a share of the Allegheny 7. They're most likely, they're going to be in the Whitfield playoffs, and they're going to try and make a push. Last year, knocked out, upset in the first round by South Park. But this is a team that's dangerous. Don't expect that to happen 2 years in a row. And again, last 4 years have yet to reach that championship game. You'd love to see them reach it this year.
North Catholic will take on Freeport upcoming on the 23rd of October. Deer Lakes will take on South Allegheny, and that will be all she wrote. Once again, we thank you so much for tuning in here on YouTube. This is our first broadcast for the Iron Sports Network, and if you'd like to see your sport be broadcasted on here as well, of course, you can email us at ironsportsnetwork@gmail.com. Once again, we thank you so much. Let us know how we did. Give us a like, give us a comment, give us whatever we can. We will gladly take it and gladly listen. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in for our entire broadcasting crew, for our producer and director, Nick Milliron, for our camera operators, Avon Patel and Trevor Young, and for my broadcasting partner, Sam Anthony. I'm Spencer Witt saying so long, and thank you for tuning in here on the Iron Sports Network. Good night, everybody.